What is up, YouTube? Welcome again to the Chess Show, the show where we react to YouTube videos and play some chess from time to time. We have our Twitch chat up on the screen. We do not have our YouTube chat up on the screen because nobody comes into YouTube chat. Nobody does it. Done with your work week? Nice. Work week done. What's up, Laser? How you doing? I got a cat. I have a cat here. Cat, come on and talk to me. If I had my other camera set up, I could set up cat cam, but my other camera's not set up. How you guys doing tonight? What y'all up to? I gotta open up a soda. Hey, crack open a cold one if you just join it. Ow, that's so loud. So loud and painful. But hey, whatever. So this is a chess puzzle. So why don't we start with a chess puzzle and we're gonna go take a look at, maybe we'll go watch some of Chronix's YouTube videos from when he was a baby. When he was just 13 and started his YouTube career with Minecraft, just to hear the voice. Although back then he was not known as Chronix, he was known as the Wasted Turtle. The Wasted Turtle, and then he went from that to being Finesse God, kind of like a rap god. Kind of feeling like I'm a rap god, like I'm Finesse God, Finesse God. Those are certified hood classics. They certainly are, my friend. I would, but I'm busy playing Bloodborne and you almost beat it. Nice. That's a hard game to beat, man. When did you start playing it? How long have you been playing it? All right. Best solution for white. All right. So we're looking for a move for white here. So white has advanced the pawn. So we need to advance the pawn and also block off this bishop here. We need to take care of this bishop. So I got to figure out how to do that. Thinking. I think the best bet in the beginning is to get the pawn off this square. And then we just got to get rid of this bishop after that. So we'll take a look at that in a second. All right, let's see. We have, Dr. Disrespect and Boogie. The official podcast. Oh, I thought it was a podcast with the two of them on it. Could you imagine that? Boogie and Dr. Disrespect on one podcast. I mean, geez, how much criminal activity can we get? How much criminal activity can we fit on one YouTube channel? That would be crazy. Two trash people. What exactly, right? No, this is the official podcast. I think it might be Charlie and a couple other dudes. There's another one too. Red something, and that one's Charlie and Wendigo and some other dude. The day Magnus Carlsen went full goat mode. Oh, Epic Chess is pretty funny. Why you shouldn't move to Alaska? Oh, this guy, I watched a lot of this guy's videos. This kid goes out to Alaska, builds himself his own cabin. He's like 18, builds his own cabin out in the middle of nowhere, and tries to live there throughout the winter. He failed miserably. But I mean, it's still kind of cool that he did it. Now the cabin's built. He's going to try to do it this winter. He's probably going to fail again, but that's fine. Is she okay? MSNBC host loses it over this Trump prediction or whatever. I'm over this. I'm over this Biden Trump thing. We all know somebody else is going to get elected besides those two. Elected. They should just drop the pretense now and just tell us who they want for president and just don't even let us vote anymore. Just be like, your vote really didn't mean anything. It was a joke. We just put people in power and keep you entertained. It's a fucking soap opera. Anyway. Oh, the flaming lips. Oh, we would get sued for that. Just a prank. Yeah, it's just a prank. About to go F up the last two DLC bosses. Really? How long have you been playing it though? Like, when did you start playing Bloodborne? Because I thought you were playing something else. LeBron fans are livid. Dreams Pro reacts to the intense backlash over removing LeBron James from top 5 NBA players. Wait, whoa. Wait, what? You went to a cat cafe? We have one just down the street. Yeah, it's full of cats and they serve coffee and they serve pastries. We literally have one, like, we could walk to it from here. And it's the most amazing thing. And they let you adopt the cats too. If the cat has not been adopted and you can provide, reasonable proof that you live in a home, they will let you have a cat. You have to drive 100 minutes. Yeah, that's a little far for a cat cafe. It's still a cool thing, but let's see. Does LeBron James get removed from top 5 NBA players of all time? Oh, it's a commercial. I love commercials.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabans. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates.
This is the Dreamers Pro.
You guys a fresh perspective on things, and we see them. And today we got a hell of a show in store for you guys. Before we get
how long is this? 11 minutes.
Make sure
we'll watch a little.
Subscribe to the channel. Now,
I just want to find out what they mean.
We produced the show about 3 days ago. There's gotten a lot of conversation, especially in the independent space. And in that show, I basically said that I am removing LeBron James out of my top 5 of all time. Right? That's what I said. And the reason
why
I decided to do that was because I had finally reached my breaking point with LeBron. I had said LeBron has been number 4 for years now.
Why?
One guy's asking me,
just because you don't like him?
Mention that about LeBron James. I'm like, so what you saying? Like, I got to come prove to you that I said that about. If you never heard it, then that's your damn business.
Hey, what is up, Bern? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming to that raid. How'd your stream go?
Burger time, baby.
Oh, hold on. We need to have that pop up in front. There we go. Oh my goodness. He's coughing up a loogie.
A fruit fly just flew in my mouth. Oh God.
Oh, the fruit fly moment. So wait. Chronix, what are you saying? Baby James? You mean Bronny?
I wish I was kidding. No, I was a tiny ass fruit fly just flew in
You
my
mean Bronny?
mouth.
I don't know. I don't think Bronny's got very much game. He's gonna be in the D League for a while.
Clip it, dude. Go clip it.
Oh, yeah. No, you can't. Yeah, okay. You can't, but you can't. Yeah, you can't take LeBron James out of the top 5. I mean, as much as nobody, you can't take him out of there just because you don't like him. And that's what they tried to do with Brady. They tried to take Brady out of the top spot ever because people liked Montana better. It's like there is no metric by which you can measure those two quarterbacks against each other where Joe Montana was a better quarterback, including skill set. Now, there were more skilled quarterbacks that you could argue were better at the position at their peak. But yeah, I mean, to take LeBron James out of the top 5 just because you don't like him, I mean, that's a little weird.
I know I said it. You don't believe it, you go find out. I don't got to prove nothing to you. I'm not being subpoenaed here for some information. He's like, well, show me the videos. I'm like, how about you go kick rocks? How about all of that? Right? He's like, you show me the proof where you said. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So I'd had LeBron ranked in my top 5, number 4 for the longest time. But as time has gone on, his antics is what has been turning me off. But then something interesting happened when ESPN published an
But that doesn't change how he plays.
Essentially explaining what the Lakers and LeBron's real plans were for Bronny James. And it was that audio, when I heard that information, that I said, this is my last straw with this guy.
You can't take a guy out of your top 5 players just because of a conversation that they had. I mean, that's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. Why should I care about what this guy thinks? Nobody cares about what he thinks, but I just thought it was interesting to see what sort of argument he was going to make. I thought he had like a legit argument, like, oh, I don't think he was in the top 5 because, I watched some Larry Bird footage and now I put Larry Bird ahead of him, something stupid like that. Oh no, I don't care. I just think it's funny. I think it's funny. Actually, let's see. Oh, this guy's got a decent amount of subscribers and a decent view count for an hour. I mean, hey, apparently people do care. Apparently this guy's got some pull. I mean, that's a decent amount of prescribers. Dead internet. No, probably not. Probably not. There's a lot of sports fans out there. I do realize that as soon as sports comes up, a lot of people who are not into sports immediately disqualify anything having to do with it because sports ick. But you gotta come to the realization that people do like sports and they are an important part of the culture as kind of a whole. So it's like gaming. There's a lot of people who hear video games and they go, oh, nerds, But you have to now. Video games have to be accounted for in the popular culture. They have to be accounted for. But I know I just wanted to check and see if this guy. But this guy obviously doesn't have like a leg to stand on. I don't know why Russell Brand keeps coming up. I think because I was watching a lot of the debate stuff, and now Russell Brand comes up in my feed, which is kind of difficult. I would love to watch this Flaming Lips concert, but yeah, I certainly would get a strike for that for sure. Anything interesting? Anything interesting going on? What's this? Animation versus geometry. What the heck does that mean? Hey, have you guys seen this? The Zelda Ancient Dungeons. This is a ROM hack that somebody made where they turned the Zelda dungeons into a roguelike. Let's check this out for a sec. This is all about chess, you know? Wait, what is this? What is this? Destiny? This got to be Destiny, right? Oh shoot, that's got... Oh, I'm going to get copyright for that. That music. Ooh, geez. Okay, well, let's see what this guy doing.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy to see you again. Happy playing.
He's in room 215, so he's trying to get the Ganon.
Let's happy. Let's happy.
Or is he Ganyan? Is he Ganyan or Ganon? Never mind.
Oh, no. Yep. Okay. Let me just... There. Get rid of that guy at least. Ow.
So the gist of this is... The gist of this is, as you continue on, you randomly get the items. Now, they do set some rules in place so that you do not get certain bosses or certain enemies before you have certain items. So like, you know, if you need silver arrows to defeat a boss, that boss will not appear until you actually get the silver arrows. So it does have some rules to it, but every single time you do a run, it's different. It's procedurally generated, and you could get some really tough enemies on the first couple levels. Yeah, I thought this was a pretty interesting idea. Wow, he's getting the bag beat out of him.
I still have medicine?
Oh, he's got medicine. He's fine.
Life, sorry. Bomb. Relax.
I just want to see. I want to see the Ganon fight.
God,
the Ganyan fight. Oh wait.
Then is it gonna be a Ganon? Uh-oh.
Let's see.
All right, let's do this. Get my silver arrows ready. I got.
Look at that fat pig.
Left. This part can still suck a lot, though.
I remember this. Do you guys remember this part?
Please. Hello?
Ah, got him.
Yeah, couple stabs, good.
Stabbing good.
Three. We're almost there. Blap, blap, blap. Good measure. Where's Ashes 2? Dyers, do it.
Wonder what happens at the end.
Ancient dungeon? Zelda.
Zelda.
Oh,
Zelda.
destroyed by flames. Don't worry, Zelda. I'll get you out. I'll fight fire with fire. I saved you. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Let's go, dude. I still had a key left over. This thing. Oh, those things were shooting at me right.
Okay, all right. So nothing spectacular. You don't get a like anything. Let's see. I'm hoping one day I'll get some people to collaborate with on my project. What's your project, by the way? You have to remind me. I'm so far behind on everything. I'm like so messed up on everything the last few days. It has been such a crazy time. Like this arm is messed up. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know. I'm gonna see. Maybe it'll just get better on its own. But yeah, we went to the beach on the 4th of July, and I had to carry a lot of stuff for probably what I would say like maybe a half a mile over sand and loose rocks and stuff like that. And I had to like hold them up. So I got the biceps flexed the whole time. Cause you know, I'm at the beach, I'm flexing, I'm showing, I'm heads are turning, muscles are popping. I mean, people getting wet. So good. But it was a long walk, and I did end up straining. I think I strained my bicep. And of course, when it started hurting yesterday, it was hurting while I was playing with the keyboard. And it wasn't hurting Friday. Actually, it did. Friday night it did. That's when it was. It started to hurt Friday night. But it hadn't hurt the end of Thursday. It hadn't hurt Thursday morning. And then all of a sudden, it really started to hurt. And then it started to hurt when I wasn't using it. And then it started to do like, it would hurt like a big surge of it, and then it would stop, and it's on my left arm. So of course now I'm going, okay, well, I'm having a heart attack. I'm gonna die. Because that's what I do now whenever I have a symptom. I've apparently become a hypochondriac due to PTSD. You know, it's funny, and I started to think about that. I was like, you know, I've always had a severe distaste for hypochondriacs, and now I understand it. It's PTSD. That's all it is. They have PTSD, having to deal with health. It's okay. Mostly a web browser-based RPG. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember you talking about that. So what do you need for collaboration? What do you need? You need people to do like design graphics, or do you need music? Do you need story? Do you need somebody to play test it? You need somebody to just kind of like sit on the web page and flatten it out, get all the wrinkles out of it. I can do that. I'm good at that. 10 highest rated American albums. I'd like to watch that too, but we'll get sued for that. It's incredible the day Magnus Carlsen went full goat. Okay, this is the one that we were going to look at the other minute, right? We're going to do that. All right, so we're going to put that over here. We're going to take a look at that in a second. Oh, this guy Jesse Wells is pretty interesting. He's a pretty interesting dude. Had a very popular band. Probably could have gotten really, really big with that band, but he just ditched him. And his voice kind of got screwed. I don't know if he had throat cancer or something, but and now he just does these like acoustic videos. You know, and you can tell, I mean, only 2 hours, 2.9K. That's pretty good for a guy playing a guitar. Some graphics, some programming guidance. Unfortunately, I with me, web-based stuff, not my forte. Wait, I lost everything. What happened? What happened to Levy? We can take a look at Levy too and see what happened. Historic triple-double. Caitlin Clark, the first rookie in WNBA history to quarter. Okay, so Caitlin Clark. This is another example of how sports have become more of a lamppost in society, a measuring stick of society. Caitlin Clark is the first superstar that the WNBA has had. I don't mean the first player that has achieved a superstar level of talent, but she's the first genuine superstar that they've had where people will pay to watch, because not only is she good, but she's exciting to watch, and she creates drama everywhere she goes. And not because she's a jerk or anything. She just gets people hating her from on the court, off the court, and she's flashy. She can shoot like anybody's business. And the WNBA hasn't had that. They haven't had like a bank, that they can go to and just is the bank. Now the NBA had that problem back before Bill Russell and the Celtics. They didn't have a superstar to draw until Bill Russell came along. And then Will Chamberlain came along as well. So it's not so much that it's women playing basketball. It's just that every basketball league goes to that. The ABA had that problem. Even when they got Dr. J, they still had that problem. But anyway, interesting to see that now the WNBA might actually start to take off because they have like a legit star power. I almost kind of want to watch this thing about Boogie and Dr. Disrespect, but it's too long. It's way too long. REM's Michael Stipe talks about what's the frequency. Kenneth, I would rather eat my own toenails than do that. Though, Burn, I was thinking about it. As far as graphics go, I might be able to maybe do some of the graphics for you. I'm starting to work in Blender now. Are you doing like just 2D, like flat rendering? Are you doing side scroller? How are you handling it? Are you doing top down? Are you doing like fake 3-dimensional, like Mach 3D type style? From addiction to purpose, Taylor Kavanaugh come out. Wait, what the hell? I have no idea what that means. One rule that changed the NBA as we know it. I don't really care about that. I think that's just made up. This old guy is horrible. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I like to read about old guys that are horrible. I got new headphones. These are actual Sony. Nice. I found my Bose noise canceling supersonic Amazo headphones that I hate. It's the most expensive pair of headphones I've ever owned, and I absolutely hate them. They're Bluetooth and everything, and I don't like them at all. So I gave them to my wife. Connor forced the boys to play Fear and Hunger. Fear and Hunger is an interesting game. Trash taste highlights? Sure, that sounds like my kind of thing. Trash taste highlights. First time hearing Beastie Boys. We'll get sued off of the planet for that. The complete works of Lyle the Intern? Nah, no thanks. Are we aliens? Yes, we are, but I'm not going to take a look at this. I played the Messi of chess, aka Faustino Oro. Faustino Oro is this 10-year-old that can beat everybody at chess, apparently, even possibly Magnus Carlsen. Magnus! There will never be another Dennis Rodman. That's because he's a crazy person. And crazy people tend to be those people that we don't find duplicates of. Because they're so crazy. Claude system prompt leak reveals all. Ooh, that might be interesting. All right, we'll set that up. Let's take a look at this puzzle. All right. Forward we go. No? I hate when they do this. Oh, forward one to block the bishop, but the bishop takes. Right? All right. Well, what's wrong with bishop takes? What is wrong with bishop takes? Oh, because knight takes. That's why. Okay. All right. Yeah, whatever.
An amazing performance.
Cagnus Marlson barrels into the game with pawn to...
Cagnus Marlson. I had a pair of Bose earbuds and I did not like them. I love my JBLs so much. More about a third of the price. Yeah, the JBLs are amazing. My friend, the guy that is the lead guitarist in the band that I'm in, he insists on getting JBLs. And like, I could never really understand why. And now I understand why. It's for the price, you're not going to beat them. Did you find that the Bose noise canceling felt like it caused your ears to pressurize? Did you actually like feel like your head was being pressurized? Because that's what I don't like about them. They actually feel like I'm on a plane and like I've gone up into the atmosphere, or I'm coming down on the plane. That's what it's more like. Coming back down out of the whatever 50 billion thousand feet of air, whatever. I don't use earbuds except for my stream mic because they hurt my ears. Really? The noise canceling makes everything sound muted. Oh, I didn't have that problem, but maybe with earbuds, yeah, with earbuds, I can definitely see that. Like I have a head cold. Well, see, and that's what I felt like, but I could feel it more as a pressure rather than a sound thing. And I don't know, maybe that's because they were headphones, and maybe because if it was just in the ear, it would have made that a muted sound. But yeah, it was really bizarre. It's exactly what it felt like. It felt like I had a cold. Ugh. Didn't like. You prefer over the ear? I do, except for the fact that I tend to sweat a lot. When I got long COVID and I stopped sweating for 2.5 to 3 years, I could go back to the over the ear stuff. But like normally, like over the ear, like they'll turn to goo, and I'll just have like smears coming down my face. My mascara will be running. My clown makeup comes off. I can't go and drive down to South America and abduct drug lords when I'm out there. It's real tough. It's very sad. Okay, so Magnus Carlsen, or Cagnus Marlson, as he called him, playing the old D4. I almost said D5.
The D4. His young opponent, Ramesh Babu Pragnananda.
I come from a land down under.
Plays knight to f6, does so with a Winnie, as the top professionals do when they develop their horses, and we've got the start of an epic blitz game. It's the Super Bet Rapid and Blitz, played early May 2024, and I'm sorry, end of an era. We're at the final video in this playlist of incredible games where Magnus did some special stuff. Check out the playlist, more on that in the video to come. Let's dive in. Magnus goes pawn to c4, the most explosive move. He says...
Notice he said pawn to c4. Not pawn, prawn.
On guard as he goes. e6 from Prague, nice and steady. Looking for bishop b4, so Magnus goes knight f3.
I don't know, this guy has a very funny sense of humor. He calls the pawns prawns sometimes. Like if he moves this one, he calls it pawn to c ships instead of it's pawn to c6. He likes to say that all the best players in the world, when they move their horses, make a Winnie like a horse. He also like says that they fist bump anytime they both castle. This guy's just he's a very strange dude. He cracks me up because he takes chess and he makes it very silly. Like he's the Monty Python of chess. Ever watched District 9? I have watched District 9 before. The movie, right? We were talking about. I can't do over the ear headphones with noise canceling. I have too many things going. Well, this is true too. We had them for work. This is the thing too, is like we thought this would be a great idea, right? Because you know we got a call center going on at the same time. We've got people in and out of the room. We've got people talking on the phone. So we figured noise canceling headphones would be great. What we forgot is that as a 6-person tech team, we constantly had to be in communication with each other. And when you put noise canceling headphones on and you try to talk to the guy in the desk next to you, the guy next to you, you can't hear what they say and they can't hear what you say. So we ended up having to get up and tap each other. So after a while, it became like we had one of the things off the ear and it was like, well, what, why? That's what they call the aliens. What did they call? Oh, prawns. That's right. They did call them prawns. Yeah, I remember that. That was a crazy movie. That was the one J-Town, right? So it's supposed to be all like set in like post-apocalyptic Johannesburg after the aliens basically turned Earth into their little breeding ground. All right, so we're seeing like possibility of having some issues here with the bishop coming out.
So many top guys avoid the mainline Nimzo Indian. What does Prague do? He checks anyway. This is the BOGO Indian. Most top GMs pull this face when they do it. This is what Prague did, of course. Magnus blocks with the knight. That's a bit of a traffic jam there. We get castles and A3. Looking to relieve the jam. What do you want to do with that bishop?
You bring him back. Bring him back.
Question.
You drop him back. Oh, he's going to trade, huh?
His bishop pair. That's like a minor exchange. Well, look at those ones. They're a bit hemmed in for now. Prague, the lead in development, and D5. He strikes while the iron is hot. His king's safe, fighting for the center. Magnus goes E3, and the bishop on C1 is crying in this pawn structure.
So this is what I like is I watch like Gotham Chess. I watch a couple different chess channels, and this guy's a lot more informative, I think, than a lot of them are, because some of them would be like, oh, well, this is the move the computer says is best, and this is the move that was played, and they'll just, you know, talk a little bit about stuff. This guy really kind of gives you some good stuff. Like, for instance, in this puzzle, like, let's see, find the best move for white. I don't know. You gotta look for checks, right? All right, look for checks. We got a check over here. Is that like legit? That's probably not legit. Okay, we have a check with the knight. Is that legit? You can just take with the pawn. So not legit, really. At least at first glance, it's not. Or we could take the pawn and check, and then fork with the queen. I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's definitely it, right? No. Oh, are we seriously going to be going into one of these? Okay. Oh, because there's a knight here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, whatever. This is why I need to concentrate more when we do the things. Hey, what's up? It's Noah J. Thank you so much. I need to when I actually go back to the puzzle, I have to remember I need to actually sit and evaluate. I can't just play the first thing that looks good. Now, to be fair, I mean, you can see my puzzle rating is not that bad. So I'm really not that bad. Really, I promise I'm not that bad.
B6 from Prague.
Part of the reason I do it this way, listen, this is part of the reason that we're doing this silly thing of like reacting to videos, and not all of them are chess videos, obviously, and then going back and trying to play the puzzles, as I'm trying to play distracted chess. I'm trying to be able to do the thing where I stop myself, focus in, look at something, pay more attention. This is part of it. It's like a weird sort of Zen training technique. You ever hear the Zen masters? They used to try to meditate and they'd hit you with a ruler. Like the Catholic nuns used to hit you with a ruler, but they just did that for fun. They loved it. They're like, wee. But the Zen masters did it because they were trying to teach the students a lesson, like how to be able to meditate without meditating, essentially.
Builds the banana hammock. Which piece will he fianchetto? All to be revealed.
He just called this the banana hammock because you're going to put your bishop in it. And it's going to look like a speedo. Interesting.
Magnus goes full b3 cowboy and bishop to b7. Sanity prevails. The sniper hits the diagonal. Magnus goes bishop to b2. Those ones crossing swords, not to be outdone, and knight bd7. Prague does an extra.
This is a very familiar formation that's popping up a lot more and more the more that I see in these high-level master games from chess. You're back from ads. How you doing, MK? Hopefully the ads were something at least semi-entertaining. This is something I'm seeing a lot in the high level of the GM matches now, is the knights no longer developing out to their traditional squares, but a knight being parked in front of the queen or parked in front of the king, with the other knight being in a place to be protected by it. Little Caesars ad. Oh, some of those are actually pretty funny. I remember when Little Caesars was like a serious pizza place, and now it's just like, it's like a garbage pizza place that has funny advertisements. Take a guess I'm doing? Oh, I can already guess. Yeah, I know you're gonna tell me. I know you're gonna tell me you're not doing well, because I know you got your stuff going on.
Extra loud neigh like a horse. Those two reunited. These ones here connected, working together, and Magnus now goes bishop e2, and Prague says, aha. Take on me, I will, because now you have to waste the tempo. Is he now going to shatter the structure, give up his second bishop, force Magnus to compromise the pawn structure, have the double Fs? Well, no, he doesn't. He plays the best move, and it's pawn to c5 here. The c pawn fighting for the center, and surely it's a bad move. White can take, right? Open up the bishop. Well, if you do give this knight a square. That's the thing.
You lost a friend over some stuff that was said, but you seen it coming. Yeah, isn't it funny how like with old friends you can tell when something's coming, you know, like you can almost see, you can hear in their voice there's something brewing. And it's usually something you don't know anything about until later, and then you find out they were upset because you took a ham sandwich from them when they were 5 or whatever.
So Magnus,
I mean, it's obviously usually something bigger than that, you know, it's usually something more recent than that, but it's always something that you just go, really? Well, why don't you just bring that up?
first goes queen to e2.
But instead of bringing that up, they you know, all the crap gets talked. Yeah. Fighting a lot towards the end of school, yeah. It's not MK's fault, though. Our friend is being, yeah. No, I understand that. Like I said, it's usually something that happened that's not being understood. And then when you find out about it, you just go, well, then why? Why didn't you just talk about that instead of the other weird stuff? Yeah, over a joke. That's exactly it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's usually something where you just go, over that, really? But then you'll find out later what it was really about was like 3 years ago, something aggravated. I went through a similar situation with a friend that got upset with me for suggesting that he should go see a movie. That there was a movie that I thought he would like, or a book he should read that I thought he would really love. And he like flipped on me. You think you're so smart? You think you know everything? You think you can just like demand I go see this stuff? I don't like that, and I don't want to watch that, and I'm not going to be into that. You just make these assumptions, and I'm like, what? And it was because one time I had said to him that I would teach him about something. Was it teach him about like the lore behind the Lord of the Rings? And he had got insulted about that because like, and it's like stupid. It's like, it's a book. I don't care. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Stoner Steve? I actually do know a Stoner Steve. Actually, it's more of a drunk and a stoner, but which you're not. I'm not saying you are, but I'm doing well.
Perhaps anticipating knight e4, maybe clearing the d file in some lines, setting up a queen and bishop battery. Who knows? That's why I'm sat here. He's sat there with a brain as big as
Look at
Jupiter,
this.
and now we see captures on d4.
The Patriot Power Generator 2000.
I don't drink. That's what I figured. I don't either. I don't drink. Actually, I don't drink and I don't smoke anymore either. I don't smoke anything anymore. Yeah, no, it's screwed up. It's screwed up. MK's had a bad few years, I guess. Hold up. Stoner Steve has been following Calm Little Buddy for 4 years, 5 months, 20 days, and 21 hours. Who are you? Who are you really? All right, so that brings us back. Oh, really? Slime Rancher Pro, man, that goes way, way back. I'm trying to think because that would have been, that was even pre. Wait, no. So back up 5 months. That gets us to January. So 2023. So 2019. Back to the Minecraft days. It's looking like 4 months, 21 days. It's been that long? Wow, I didn't realize it was that long. Yeah, no, MK, I get you. Yeah, if somebody comes at you with something like that. Wait a minute, Laser, I've known you for a year, Laser. I can 100% believe Minecraft. Yeah, it's I think that goes back to the Minecraft days. Yeah, Laser, I honestly, I would have thought it was like last September. But I guess not. Why are we looking at
is only 18 inches long, 13 inches wide, and
it's 13 inches wide. That sounds familiar. 8 inches long, 13 inches wide. Never mind. Burn, you got 713 hours. Dang. I'm just so tired of everyone right now. Glad to have Laser. Hey, Laser's a good dude. Laser's a good dude. He's very helpful, very understanding. All right.
Yes, you keep this knight out of c5, you control e5, but you don't open your bishop. So Magnus reunites the clergyman. Look at them there, like rowers in an oar boat, or rowing boat, however you say that.
Isn't that funny how Streamlabs and Stream Elements now have a difference of opinion here? 5.8 and Streamlabs is 7 hours, where normally most people Streamlabs is higher. If I would just stream some more. Yeah, I'm working on it. Now I don't believe it. For a quarter of an hour? That seems wrong. Oh, yeah. The name change. I forgot. Streamlabs is stupid. Streamlabs is stupid. Yeah, I'm working on it, Burn. I'm working on it. The problem I keep running into is getting everybody in the family to agree on a schedule. At least I kept the follow. This is true. You know, it's funny because when I first saw 4 years and 5 months, I was like, wait, are we going back to my original streaming start, which was 2016? But I forget that that's 8 years. Wait a minute. That is 8 years. Now, granted, I didn't stream much between 2017 and 2019. I streamed very little. I had a very brief period where I streamed a lot in 2016, and then a big gap when Patrick was born. But I think the only person still coming back from back then is Croc. But yeah, for a second I was like, wait a minute, is this somebody from the early days? We're talking back when I was playing things like No Man's Sky, Kreia. What was the one I also played? I don't know. I played a bunch of stuff back then. I tried to play Terraria back then, and I actually found Terraria to be impossible for some reason, until like 2 years later, after I'd played enough Minecraft to kind of understand how Terraria actually works. And then I basically played Terraria way too much since then. Well, my son plays it better than me. My son killed Moonlord by himself, soloed Moonlord at half health. I don't know. Sometimes people are just better at video games than me. Okay? It's not my fault. I got a ding dong. That's all. All right, so yeah, Magnus is
And a6 now played. b5 on the way.
Magnus taking
Now
over
we
here.
see queen b2, great move, anticipating b5, and before it's played, Prague goes for this one, giving the second bishop. Are you not opening Magnus for a massive attack on your king? Well,
You
here's
think?
Prague's point. Queen e7 played, and he wants e5 to
I was gonna play Terraria, but it's absolutely hard on PS4. Yeah, from what I heard, yeah, like a console versions of games like Terraria, I don't trust.
blunt the dark squared bishop. You can go f4 to fight against it. Still black can renew. It's on the way. But instead, Magnus plays a move, looks kind of strange. He castles the king onto the open file. Yes, he connects the rooks, but that's drafty. It's dangerous.
That is very
Five
dangerous.
for the high five. Kasparov runs over, gives Prague
I haven't
one.
played it at
Now
all.
we see
You should try it on
bishop
PC
e2. Why didn't
if you
you
like, if you're into that sort of game.
Well, f4 could be on the way. Bishop f3.
Like I don't think I can think of very many other games that I enjoyed as much as Terraria.
Bishop dropping back. Knight d5. Prague with this initiative in compensation for the bishops. Magnus
Ordering
saves
late
it
evening
with
pizza. What kind of
bishop
pizza do you
a5,
like?
and now
What's your
queen
favorite kind of
e6.
pizza?
Nice move coming onto the light
Meaty
square.
pizza.
Looking for
Very good.
attacking.
Very good. Like, I mean, I can understand a veggie pizza, but I also like veggie pizza with meat on it. I realize it's no longer veggie pizza, but what is better than getting a giant veggie pizza and having them throw sausage and hamburger on it? Sausage and mushroom? Sorry, I left from you. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're here all night.
Rook AC1 from Magnus. He fights for the file. And now these are some of the top moves.
You're down to send me a
Prague.
PC.
I hate what he plays here. Not this one, sorry.
Let me think. Do I have a PC I could send you? I have a laptop I could probably send you. Pepperoni and mushroom. And that's an interesting combination. I've never tried that. Yeah, thin crust with chicken and bacon and garlic sauce. I really do like thin crust better than I like thick crust. Or regular crust, I should say. If I'm gonna do thick crust, I'm gonna do like actual real deep dish, not this crappy Chicago deep dish. Their crust is disgusting. You need actual like thick bread crust deep dish. Good stuff. Chicago pizza can just bite right the hell off, okay? I don't care. Me and my stepdad love it like thin crust, and he gets regular hand tossed. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind hand tossed. I just prefer thin crust. Sausage, mushroom, Chicago stuffed pizza is your favorite? Really? I mean, I wonder if it's just the fact that the Chicago pizzas that I've had have all been, the crust has been more of a, almost a hybrid, sort of a dried out, like what's it like? It's spongy. You're not close to, oh, I know, but I've been to the Midwest, you know, so I've had actual Chicago deep dish pizza, and I tried it at 3 different places. And like I said, there was something, the crust was weird, man. Your phone is dying. I'll catch you next stream. All right. Nice talking to you, Stoner Steve. Don't forget to be a pro at whatever it was. If I can show the name there. Some people just don't like that much bread. No, I like that much bread. It's the type of bread. It's weird and spongy. Like like I said, I'm trying to think of what I can compare it to. And I don't mean spongy like regular bread. I mean, it's got a weird texture. Like, what is it? What is it? It's like dried out. Crumbly. Almost like a scone. It's almost like a scone that's had butter melted into it. Yeah, no, it's not doughy. It's not doughy. It's the opposite of doughy. I like doughy crust. That I like. This stuff is dry. I'm talking like biscuit dry. You know what I mean? And then there's some of it that's a little bit of it is doughy that's still got the sauce on it. But the bottom of it is kind of that buttery crust when Pizza Hut made it. Yeah, Pizza Hut's. Yeah. Or Uno's. Like people think Uno's is Chicago pizza. It's like, yeah, no. Uno's is just Uno's.
Need to stop letting my cat prepare the arrows before the games. You can get out. You're not allowed to watch anymore. Why should you play like this? Well, it allows you to start attacking that white king. You can even look for some F5.
Uno's is big around there.
But what does Prague do? He goes rook a to c8 here, offering an exchange of these. Magnus gleefully accepts, the second rook captures, this one comes to the c file, and we see all 4 cannons leave the board. This favours Magnus.
I was gonna say that favors Magnus. He's like the endgame genius. Why would you do that?
No longer can his king be so exposed. The Napoleonic Wars over before they even began.
Ridley Scott has a 4.5 hour alternate cut of Napoleon ready to go. Look at this. Please don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Road to Grandmaster Series.
Okay, hang on for a second. He's got a muscle shirt on. I've got a muscle shirt on. Does that mean I am Levi Rossman? Maybe. We have Lou Malnati's popping up. What's Lou Malnati's? That I haven't heard of. Okay, so here we are. Let's do some chessing of our own. Let's actually try to chess this one out. Let's not just go for the first beautiful thing that catches our eye. So best move for white. All right, so white is queen to d8 check, takes, and then we're pretty much out of ideas. We could do rook to g6. You can take with the queen. We can take with the bishop, because you can't take with the pawn because of this check. I think this is it. I think this is it right here. I don't see anything stopping us from. But again, we're running into these situations where we're jumping in too quick. It's a Chicago style pizza chain. Is it like a national one though, or is it just a local one? Because like I haven't heard of that. So let's see what would go wrong if we take with the rook. Rook takes here. We take the queen, and then it's we get a queen for a rook and a bishop. Queen for a rook and a bishop and pressure down this file, right? Yeah, because then we can just basically hop down to here and we're winning. So I think that's good enough. No. Oh. Okay. Threading mate. Ay. All right, I'm trying to figure this out then. So if that's not it, because that stops it, right? Or does it not? Yeah, that's mate. Okay, all right. So ridiculous. Like I every time I do puzzles on stream, they do these puzzles where you actually have to analyze this, like a line past the one that looks like it's winning. It has locations in Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Arizona. I guess they need the iced tea.
In this series, I take you through the behind-the-scenes training, as well as the over-the-board chess tournaments that I am playing to earn the Grandmaster title. And this is episode number 19. This episode is special.
I do like this guy.
For several reasons. Number one, I'm currently in a tank top because earlier today I went to the gym, and for the first time in my life, I squatted 185 pounds. I now have a 255-pound.
He squatted 185 pounds. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that my grandfather could squat 225 when he was in his 60s. Just saying. What is he saying about his deadlift?
Deadlift.
What did he say? 225 deadlift? Jeez. My max deadlift was like 650. Come on, bro. I was in high school though, so I was in a lot better shape. I wonder what my deadlift is these days. Like I picked something up the other day that was relatively heavy. Felt like it was close to 300 pounds. I mean, I didn't pick it up. I lifted it enough off the ground to get something underneath it. And I made a noise like this. Like that.
And a 185-pound squat. You could go check that out on my social media in case you don't believe me. So we're getting jacked out here. We're working on our mental, and we're also working on our physical.
Want to check my deadlift? Listen, I'm going to tell you, I think you might be able to do 225 cold. You went swimming today? I love swimming. I love being in the water. Being in the water is one of my favorite things. Like, I was so happy we went to the beach on 4th of July. The funniest thing was Patrick. The day before and that morning, I hate the beach. I don't want to go. The beach is the worst place. I never want to go to the beach. Within 3 minutes of putting our stuff down and him getting in the water and playing in the giant waves, I love the beach. This is the best day ever. And I'm like, okay, and I know the pendulum's gonna swing back by the end of the day. The end of the day, I said, all right, Patrick, I said, let's get your honest verdict. How did you think of the beach? And he says, it was mid. So he landed right in the middle of the, I hate the beach. This is the best day ever. It was mid. Now, the reason it was mid is because he ended up with close to a pound of sand in his shorts. Like, no joke. Like, when he got changed, like 2 fistfuls of sand dropped to the ground. Like, so no wonder the poor kid was like out of his mind. Like, I just want to go get changed. And I'm like, no, you need to jump in the pool first, get all the sand off you first, then you can go get changed. And he was having none of it. You can lift at least 300. You think you can deadlift 300? I know you could do 225. I'm 90% positive you could do 225. But see, I know, actually you played football though, right? Yeah, if you played football, yeah, you probably could. And I didn't even have the highest deadlift. Ever had seashells in places? Yes. Yeah. Well, what we did the dumbest thing too is, we went to go walk to this. There's like a creek that connects to the ocean at this beach. It's an awesome beach, right? And this little creek kind of comes around a corner and like makes a big like pondish type thing where the water's a lot warmer and it's still and you can catch crabs and stuff. But you have to go over the rocks and the seashells to get to it. And we went without our shoes. And my summer feet, I usually get my summer feet going in the spring. I usually go outside in bare feet in the spring and let my feet really toughen up. But that we did not do this year. We did not do the summer feet this year. And it's the first year I haven't actually worked on my summer feet early, and it was very painful. So, you fond of seashells? Yeah, I love seashells. I play football and I move sheets of plywood and big, I guess, wooden chip. Oh, yeah. You probably do it no problem. The deadlift is just literally like picking it up off the ground and standing up with it. So like, and when you do it with like weights, it's easy because your hands can be right by your sides and you can plant your feet down and just squat down and lift it with your legs. So it's like, it's not even like bending over to pick it up or like picking up like weird boxes in front of you. It's like picking up right from your sides. Like, deadlift is it's not an easy lift, but you can lift a hell of a lot more doing a deadlift than you can like doing a squat. Yeah, see, 300. Yeah, I would figure. Now 300 for a squat might be much. I'm trying to think of what my max squat was. I'm trying to think what the max was, because I didn't actually have very powerful legs. They're big. I have big tree trunk legs. Lift me, bro. I don't want to walk. I'm trying to think of what's the heaviest person I can carry? What's the heaviest weight in human being I can carry? I can carry up to 130. Once I get to about 135, 140, I start to tip. So it's not even so much that I can't lift the person, it's I can't balance. See you weight, you on a scale? Yeah, you light? Yeah. Yeah, I could probably lift maybe 130 of a person. Like if it's not a person, easy stuff. That's a compliment. Don't be upset with that. If you're light, that's a compliment, you know?
Something I highly recommend all of you to do. Number 2, I'm about to tell you my tournament schedule for the entire summer. So,
okay.
Without further ado, I will be playing July 10th to 14th here in New York City. I will also be playing July 17th to 21st. So it's a month of chess with me. As part of this Road to GM series, then I will be playing 2 tournaments in August. Now, I have received...
Can we actually get anything interesting here?
All my courses are 33%. And,
oh, he's doing the review with his... No, I'm not watching him with his chess coach.
It really feels like there's some old geezers in the world that are just perpetually infuriated and looking for any excuse to take out their anger on whatever poor soul happens to...
Shut up. You shut your mouth. I'm angry at you, Charlie. You don't talk to me like that. I'm not an old geezer, and I'm not angry at everything, and I'm not looking for an excuse to be mad at you. I just don't like you. That being said,
be in the vicinity. Today there's a video that's gone viral where the president of the HOA...
Oh, okay, you meant in the positive way, okay. To eat a burger or eat some taters and meat. Oh, no. Listen. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, okay? All these people telling you to eat something and have a burger, you need to put some weight on and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you, you are better off being too light than too heavy. Your life expectancy, your quality of life as you get older will be better if you don't get too heavy. If you're lighter, that's great. You can always add muscle mass as you get older, you know, into your 30s and even into your 40s. So yeah, don't get too bent about that. Yeah, no, health wise, be okay. Be okay to be like, you hate Bloodborne? Bloodborne playing its tricks on you, huh?
Caught some 2 hooligans, rapscallions, committing an unforgivable sin of fishing in a pond. And he gets up in their face, starts yelling, screaming, spitting, shitting, soiling his old man.
Yeah, MK, and like I said, MK, don't let people nerve you about it. I think a lot of people think that when they say that to you, that you'll take it as a positive and happy thing. Yeah, people say stuff and they hear it completely different in their mind to how we hear it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. You're fine. You're fine. And even if you were on the other end and people were saying you're too heavy, you need to lose weight, you know, I would tell you the same thing. I would say, don't let these things get too far into your head. Other people's opinions are not nearly as valuable as your opinion of yourself is, you know. You're taking care of yourself, and your own self-image is far more important to your happiness in life than other people's opinions. The problem we run into is when we let other people's opinions dictate how we feel about ourselves. And it's very hard not to, because these people are, like you said, it's constantly reinforced, it's constantly said, it's constantly around. You have to hear it all the time, and it can be really aggravating, but there's fireworks going off and I have to deal with my dogs. Oh yeah, dogs hate that stuff. Dogs, it's miserable for them with these fireworks. Like I, you know, it never bothered me until, and I don't have dogs, so like, but it never bothered me until I had a kid. And then I realized how inconsiderate people can be lighting off fireworks all the way until like 2 in the morning. And it's like, you know what? I get it. It's 4th of July. But on the 5th of July, the 6th of July, the 7th of July, or like the 3rd of July, the 2nd of July, no. Shut it down at a reasonable hour, you know? And if people, you know, with neighborhoods with dogs and stuff like that, probably if you hear a dog wailing after you set off fireworks, probably a good idea to take your fireworks somewhere else. It's actually painful for them.
Man diaper even grabs one of their fishing rods and tries to break it over his glass knee, all because they had the gall to fish in that pond.
Yo, don't touch my rod. Don't fucking touch my rod.
Trespassing on private property.
Don't threaten us.
You're trespassing on
Don't
private
threaten us.
property, young man.
We're waiting for.
Okay, now hold on. If they are on private property, then this man has every right to be upset. Now he doesn't have a right to break their stuff. He has every right to be upset with them if they're on private property. You're not supposed to go onto other people's property. Now, granted, maybe he could go over and say, hey, you guys know you're on private property. Could you move? Could you get out of here? But just used to live in the hood over here and people set fireworks off. Oh, yeah. Well, I can remember, and when I lived in some neighborhoods like that, and you couldn't tell if it was fireworks or gunfire some nights. All right, so I get what Charlie's saying on this one, but I'm shutting this down. This is more complaint. This is a nothing burger. This is a giant nothing burger. These kids are wrong. This guy is wrong. It was handled incorrectly on all sides, and posting it up on YouTube or TikTok, wherever they put this up, that's not the solution. Get the police involved if they broke your stuff, and then you can figure it out if you were on private property and see if you were right or wrong. That's the thing. That's how the law works. You're popping melatonins. Do they work for you? Melatonin worked for me for maybe a couple months, and then it never worked again ever. It's like I can never use it again.
And what do we want to start off with?
We should start with Fear and Hunger. I want to hear your guys' full
Fear and Hunger? Fear and Hunger? Okay, we start off with Fear and Hunger.
And there is a lot of PPs in that game. You might have noticed.
Yes.
No, they don't work for you. Yeah.
We didn't download the mods.
If you wanna watch this episode with, I mean, just allow me.
I forgot the.
I want to see the footage.
And
where's the footage?
Case with it's just different.
Okay, these guys are idiots.
Pliny the prompter figured out how to actually get the system prompt behind artifacts. He's saying this is one of the craziest system prompts I've ever come across and opens up a whole rabbit hole to explore. Self-deprecating.
I take them because I start to act funny sometimes. You take them to stop yourself from acting funny. You take them so you can act funny.
Humor about its abilities can make it an entertaining experience for users. I think me and Claude share this particular line in our system prompts. Some people have said self-aware. Some people have said, and we're going to say use the $signs instead of the bracket tags from now on. And we're going to ask it, if each species of animal was its own country, which country would excel in global trade? Assume they all have equal intelligence. And here's the response. So this part of the response and everything from here on is what we see. This is what you normally see when Claude responds, but this little thing, that is different. This is what doesn't usually show up. They referred to it as ant thinking. It's a little bit confusing because actually, for some reason, decided that ants were
answer next,
the one choice for the answer. But
there's creating an intellectual response involve animal species and their potential global trade.
Or maybe it has some other meaning. The point is,
okay, whatever. Wait, to act funny. Okay, gotcha. All right. Boring stuff. All right. What is this? First time hearing? Oh, we already saw that. First time hearing Beastie Boys. All right, let's go back and look at the chess puzzle and see what we got here. All right, so the best move for black. Okay, so every move that we now consider, we have to like completely not play that move because obviously the puzzles have become multi-layered, to say the least. Okay, so we have a very, right off the bat, a check here, which gives us this. We have a check here, which might be able to help us out a bit. Because if we check here and he moves here, what have we got with the queen? We then, nope, we can't move down there, but let's see. We do move here, check. King moves off to the side. Then what's the follow-up though? Then what's the follow-up? See, that's the problem. So when we run into that, it doesn't look like we have like a really crazy attack. Oh, the follow-up is to take the knight, but we gotta get the queen out of the way first. So now we can't take here because of the rook. Okay, so that's probably where the idea is. The idea is probably somehow to move this rook off, but do we have anything that can actually move the rook off? Tell Laser to answer you. Laser, answer. Burn, you gave your dogs melatonin. That I've heard of people doing that with the dogs. Does it actually help them? I mean, you know, it's tough to tell because, you know, dogs don't necessarily tell you, hey, that worked. All right. So how do we get this rook off of this square if we want to continue on? I don't have anywhere to put this queen to really cause problems. Okay, so taking this queen though, I mean, this really does seem like it would be the move. I mean, obviously taking this and putting the king in check moves the king off. Then could we follow up with another check to kind of reposition ourselves here? I'm trying to figure out like exactly what we would be doing. Check, check. Womp womp. I mean, obviously it's not a king move. We don't move the king. We need a forcing move, a move that's forcing. All right, this does nothing for us down over here. Gotta be something. Gotta be something. What are we looking for here? Do we have a way to move this rook off? Oh, it's this rook we need to move off, right? Check. We can't move there. Okay. Check. Move there? No. Check. Move there? No. All right, so I don't think that that's a play either. I don't think that that's a way that we can, there's any way that we can really take advantage of that. So what is the move? All right, let's take a look and see what pieces are hanging here. The rooks are protected. The queen is hanging. That's the only piece I can see that's really hanging. I have a problem, it's me. You're your own problem. That's what they always say. You're your own worst enemy, right? So if I move to here, that technically forks the queen and the knight, right? Because the queen can't move here. Takes. Oh yeah, I guess could. Queen could just move there. So it's not king to c7. Thought it was for a second. Looked good for a second. It looked good for a second. I mean, maybe it's rook to d7. No, because that opens up to a fork with the knight. You put this, no, not on d7. d7 is not a fork. e8 would be a fork. What am I saying? So that moves the knight off. But what does that do for us? What does moving the knight off do for us? Anything? Not really. Well, where can the knight go? Here for an attack on the queen. Can't go here. Could go there. So is this what we're looking at here? We're looking at this. This is mate, right? So we need a forcing move. We can't allow white to get a move because they basically have a mate set up over here. Check, takes, check. Check. Check, check. Actually, is that mate? Takes. We go here. Queen can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go there. That's mate. Right? Oh no, queen has one more spot to go there. So where's the mating position from here then? Has to be a way to do it. Has to be a way. Check here. King moves back. All right, so we need to find a way to stop this mate here because we do have mating possibilities down here on this square, which is drop to here, mate there. So how do we solve this mate possibility here? Do we just drive the queen off? No, because we can't put the queen there. Can't put the queen there. Yeah, this work's a real pain. Yeah, we can't even like do the whole thing we take there. Do we move the pawn up one? No, because then the pawn can take there. All right. Actually, that doesn't really hurt us that bad. Although doing a check here does protect that pawn though, so that stops mate. And also moves him off the square. I think that's the first of the moves. It's like right to there. Oh no, we can't. Can we not take that? Yeah, we can't take that because of this. So it's not there. That's not our first move. Ugh. Ugh. So it's got to be this one with the rook, and we're just missing how to finish the mate out. Hmm. Yeah, it's too bad this rook is just useless sitting here. All right, so it's only the queen that's hanging, really. And I don't have anything to threaten that queen with except for this little guy here. Only other thing I can think of is... No, because we still can't do it that way. None of these moves work. Like, moving back to here doesn't work either, really. Does it? This is like they give me these puzzles when I'm streaming. They don't give me these puzzles when I'm not streaming. Let's leave this for a second. I'll come back. We come back and look at it again in a second. We'll be all right. Let's see. Let's see if we got anything funny to watch. I want funny. Do funny for me, fun man. I have bipolar 1 disorder, mania, psychosis, and my mental health. Wait, what's this? Struggles of 2023. Is this a person that people know? Like, is this like Rob Scallon? Is that someone that I should know the name of? What happened to Steve Buscemi? I don't know why. What happened to Steve Buscemi? Oh wait, did Paul McCartney catch on fire? Paul McCartney explodes. Oh, this is 11 months ago. Years ago. Okay, so this is an old joke then. All right. Sorry. I'd seen something about it and I wasn't sure. The most disturbing mystery solved using Google Maps. What else we got here? I bought a $5,000 PC in a random Asian tech mall. Why? I hid in the truck. How Willie Nelson became known as Shotgun Willie. I don't really care about that. Why is absolute zero? Because it's when all motion stops. Temperature is so cold that I think it's atoms cannot interact. I'm not sure if it's like the actual electrons stop. That would be kind of weird. Anything good? I don't really see anything good. This clown. Oh, it's a clown. It's an actual clown. Super Punch Out. Super Punch Out SNES. Easy strategies. No. How LeBron was after Bronny got drafted by the Lakers. Is this supposed to be a joke? Yeah, it's probably comedy. Hey, it's Pedro Pascal, I think.
I just want to say thank you to the Lakers organization for taking a chance on me. It means the world to me. But I'm here to work. I got a chip on my shoulder and I got
He here to work. He here to work. You heard that, D-Lo? So, D-Lo, this is what we gonna do for the first 10 games. Bronny gonna start. And when we're gonna no, what you mean? What? I don't want to take his spot. Let me earn No,
that.
he cool with it. D-Lo, we done already talked about it. What?
Let me earn earned my spot on the court. They're not gonna take me seriously.
No, you earned your spot. What you mean? You earned your spot.
I ain't hooped yet.
Man, you watching you hoop every day.
No, I'm not starting. Let me work. Let me work.
You
to get
starting.
there. I'm not starting.
You starting. I'm not going back and forth with you. All right, I brought you into this world. You starting. Now get back to your damn moment.
Get back to your damn moment.
He's starting because I'm trying to make that D-Way pick again with my son. He's starting. He's starting. I show you. Oh, by the way, JJ, I haven't gotten to talk to you yet. What? Since that. Yeah. On Twitter.
Oh no, LeBron. You know I would never say that. I just want to say how grateful I am for you hiring me as head coach, though. I appreciate it.
I ain't hired you as no head coach.
Yeah, LeBron James. Dragon Quest RTA Marathon. I've seen that before. 700 trillion stars suddenly disappeared. That can't be true. That can't be true.
Today, we explore one of the most astonishing phenomena in astronomy. Over 700 trillion stars have vanished
Can I just say I have more subscribers than this guy?
from the visible universe. This event challenges our understanding of the stability and permanence of cosmic objects. Stars typically undergo slow development cycles over millions to build, clearly recorded in early sky maps. Expect on. The alarming discovery led to a large-scale study as part of the Vasco project. An international team of a star catalog is based on their map of white dwarfs, stellar evolution. Errors in observed theory suggests that.
Wow. For a 5-minute video. For a 5-minute video. Could you have made this any more dry? Could you have, like, really in a 5-minute video, could you have packed it in with more useless information before you got to the damn point of your video? It's only 5 minutes long. Not 10 minutes, not 30 minutes. You didn't have to fill it with all this garbage. People think we found Dyson spheres? No. Dyson sphere wouldn't make 7 trillion stars suddenly disappear. What you've got is some sort of cosmic dust cloud has moved in the way. But we can't get this stupid thing. Like, I heard about the one with the Dyson sphere where they thought like they were seeing the signal coming from the star, the light signature off of it changed dramatically. Now, I mean, maybe that's something. Yeah, not talking about this. It was a different one. Yeah, there was a star that they said they think possibly could represent that. But then, of course, scientists came out and, you know, here's my problem with science. I got a beef with science because science has now become a religion. Science has become a don't question, don't think outside the box, don't take any other thing seriously. And what they actually now try to do is they try to find solutions to fit the answer they've already come up with. They do this all the time now. And what they will do is they will look for ways to adapt their theory to include the new information so that they don't have to consider other aspects of it. And sometimes they go to ridiculous lengths to do this. But that's their immediate reaction is right away. Instead of let's see where the evidence leads us and go there, they immediately go, let's go check our theory and quickly build in what we need to make sure that we can still say that, yes, it's dark matter, it's dark energy. The universe is only 13 billion years old. The universe is no larger than 40 billion light years across. You know, it's like they really, really need to fit all this stuff in. It's like, well, we found these galaxies that are way too big, way too bright to be at the 700 million year mark or the 500 million year mark. They don't fit in. Well, yeah, but you know what this could be. This could be black hole with an accretion disk. Now let me show you how that would work. And then they go and they do that. It's like instead of like, no, why don't you get some more readings? Why don't you take the James Webb telescope and you just look for some more evidence first. Don't go immediately and be like, oh no. Everything's fine, nothing changed. The Big Bang is still very real. It's like, honestly, you don't know that. You don't know that for a fact. You have a theory, you have some math to back it up, and you have some evidence to back it up. And yes, some of it's very good evidence, but when you see something like that, you shouldn't just immediately like try to go look for a way to pigeonhole it into your theory. Go look at the evidence. That's all I want. But it really has become like, let's not listen to anybody. Now, granted, we've got the Terrence Howards of the world. Terrence Howard. Oh, let's check out this dude. This guy's crazy. This guy's the dumbest thing he's ever seen. Okay, this is all right. This is only 3 minutes. Now, I'm gonna tell you, Terrence Howard is a very, very smart man who has some knowledge of mathematics and has some knowledge of physics. But you know what they say, where a little knowledge is a bad thing? It can be a terrible and dangerous thing. This is where we run into the opposite of science as a religion. This is when we run into the shit don't make no sense. Vlad TV, really?
You're a pharma guy, and you know about chemistry and biology and so forth. The actor Terrence Howard went on Joe Rogan recently.
Yes.
And laid out a lot of very interesting theories about the periodic table and the way that certain elements work and so forth. You actually responded to a video of this. You said one of the
He thinks music can cure cancer.
dumbest things I've ever seen.
When you say rebuild the...
He thinks 1 × 1 is 2.
periodic table, what do you mean specifically?
Well, the way the periodic table is laid out, the periodic table they have now,
Let's see
it
the
looks,
periodic
it looks
table.
like a
Pull up
box.
an image of it.
It looks like a straight box.
Mhm.
But they don't show that hydrogen has the same tone as carbon.
What do you mean by tone?
Same tone, same key of E. Same key of E. 40.5 hertz. The next one would be like 81 hertz. You go to silicon, it will double up and would be 162 hertz. You'll go to cobalt and it'll be 324.
None of this is true. None of this is true. None of it even makes sense. He builds off of some very, very sensible discussions and then goes nuts. Like the periodic table of elements that we all saw in high school and college is just one periodic table of the elements. It's just one way of arranging them. And it's a very successful way and it's a very useful way. There are other ways to arrange the periodic table of the elements for other examples of things that you can do. And yes, you can arrange them in a circular / spiral type pattern. And there's a periodic table for that, which can be used for that. But that's where he takes this and just is like, let's go off the rails. Let's just take our lunch and throw some psilocybin mushrooms on it, eat it down, and go from there. Periodic chair of elements, a periodic desk of elements. That's what we should have, a desk of elements.
4 hertz. It's take the angles of incidence or the tones that they create, you know, their color. Like you can turn color back into sound.
You cannot turn color into sound. You cannot turn color into sound. You can associate the frequency of a color with a frequency of sound, but that's you doing that. That's not nature doing that. Nature does not turn color into sound. Sorry to cuss. Clean this up. Yeah, basically yes. Clean up the elements. But what he's taking here, he's taking frequency and he's relating sound frequency to light frequency, because he's finding similar numbers in certain frequencies of notes and certain frequencies of light. He's seeing similarities. But that's not how it works. You would have to take light and you would have to slow it down so much to get to the point where it was a sound frequency It's not the same. It's not the same at all. The number of waves that you're gonna get in a color of light, orders of magnitude off from sound. It just doesn't work this way.
Based upon, it's the same wavelength, it's just twice as long or much longer. So all you have to do is keep dividing light by 2. You keep dividing light by 2, and you'll ultimately get back to the audible sound of it, because there was a relationship between light and color, sound and tone, matter and shape. Walter.
Since when? Like, where are we getting this? Why divide it by 2? Why are we dividing it by 2?
Russell's periodic table that he put together.
Well, I say that line a lot. I've said it about Congress. I've said it about a lot of people, but I mean, I think it's important to think outside the box. In science, it's actually very important. Like, we wouldn't have quantum mechanics without it. We wouldn't have, all kinds of things without it. So it's important to think outside the box. But I think the guy's like just genuinely confused about science. And I don't know everything about science. Nobody does. Like, I'm very weak, for example, in physics, which I've tried hard to remedy. But I think I know enough about most science that I could probably talk some sense into the guy.
You're
or at
the
least
CEO of a publicly traded pharmaceutical company, so
I know
as
a little
opposed to an actor.
Well,
so you're talking about a skill set that's very different between the two of you.
Yes, but you can't shortchange. Like, I didn't actually study this stuff in college, right?
You were the CEO of a pharmaceutical company.
I get it.
Yeah, but what, Einstein was a patent clerk. Where are you going with this? I mean, that's not the point. The point is his theories are nonsense. His theories are garbage. You can be a smart man and have very, very bad theories, very, very bad takes on things. You could be very well educated. You could be an actor and be a neurologist with a PhD. What's her name there? Blossom there. Girl that she was on Blossom. She went to the Big Bang Theory. Maya Bialik, or whatever her name is. She is actually a PhD neuroscientist. She is like a doctor of brains, but that doesn't mean that everything she says is going to be correct. It's just like who is it? Jaylen Brown on the Celtics. He has look at what he's got. He has some pretty crazy degrees too. There's some other actors too that are way up there. The girl from the Wonder Years, I think, a PhD in something. So I mean, actors can be smart people too. Singer of Offspring is a virologist. Exactly. That's, you know what I mean? It's like these people can do other things. It's like they don't have to just be actors. Acting for some people does not take up their entire lives to the point where they can't pursue other things. And Terrence Howard, like I said, has very likely done a lot of research and is very intelligent, very well spoken. But you can go from very intelligent, very well spoken, and still kind of come up with like a really cracked theory, and his theory is just cracked.
But as opposed to being an actor,
I think you can be.
It's a different skill set. You can be. Shout out to Terrence Howard. I love his acting. I wouldn't go to him for medical advice.
But you can be an autodidact. Is the only point I'm making here.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
that's the point. Yes.
He said, "Hey, hi, Terrence Howard."
Dolph Lundgren, that's like Todd Rundgren's brother, right? Dolph Lundgren. I knew who you were talking about. I didn't even notice the misspelling until you corrected it.
Know a little bit about a lot of different topics in science. Some of them I know a lot of bit. I heard you on Joe Rogan. You're very full of shit and a disgrace to scientific thinking.
Oh, man.
You said you're willing to debate anyone. I think I can handle it.
Well, that's what he said on the show. He's, I'll debate anyone. And I'm like, okay. Be entertaining,
I would love
at
a
least.
debate between you and Terrence
Send it
Howard.
on, man.
And that's the wrong way to approach it. That's the wrong way to approach is, not to say he's full of shit. He very respectfully can explain to him, like, this guy, Eric Weinstein, very respectfully speaks with him and tries to talk to him, but Terrence gets upset because Eric says, here's where I agree with a lot of what you're saying. Here's where I think you're doing very well and where I think you might have found something very brilliant. And here's where I think you're just completely off track. And let me explain why. And he explains why, but Terrence is not interested in hearing why the theory's wrong. He's only interested in hearing that he's he's onto something and that science is going to look into what he's proposing. But when you misuse scientific terms and when you misuse mathematics to make a point, yeah, I mean, you could see Weinstein says this is genius. He actually looks at some of his things that he's doing in geometry. It's in geometry, I believe in a lot of what you're talking about geometrically, and a lot of it does have some proofs to it. And he even goes so far as to call Terence a polymath, which is a high compliment coming from Weinstein. But then he does kind of go into his stuff and say, I don't think you know what this term means that you keep using, because you're using it incorrectly. I forget what the term that he calls him out on. And he's like, basically, let me explain to you what this term means in science and mathematics. And then you're using it in more of a literal sense of what you hear the words and you think they mean. But when we use it in science, it only applies to a very special case. I forget what it was, but yeah, he basically... He does a great job. Oh, he runs off on him too. Yeah. He runs out. But that's the thing, you know, and that's how you can tell when somebody really is full of it. Because he runs away from it. You know, he runs away from it when he can't defend it, or when he feels like people are disrespecting him. It's like, nobody's disrespecting you, dude. You're coming with a whacked out theory. And people are telling you, here is why this doesn't work. If you wanted to debate anybody, you got to be willing to sit through the debate and to actually have answers. And he doesn't. He doesn't have the answers. That's it. You know, but like I said, apparently Weinstein says he's got some good ideas that are in there too. So maybe he does, but some of them are just whacked out. The 1 times 1 equals 2 thing, just, I mean, I can show you with number blocks. 1 times 1 equals 1. One group of 1 is always going to be 1. You take the number blocks, you take 1 group of 1. So this is 1 group of 1. You could do 2 groups of 1 and it's 2. Or you can do 1 group of 2 and it's 2. You can actually physically prove that 1 times 1 is 1. You can physically show it. You know what I mean? It's like you can't just rewrite that. Now 1 plus 1 is 2. Easy enough. And I think that's kind of where he's trying to take square roots and he's trying to take exponents and blend them together and, you know, mathematically twist them around so that when you come around to it, it's like, well, it's kind of what it says. It's like, no, it doesn't. It actually doesn't do that. Only when you mangle the math does it do that. All right. I trained like a chess grandmaster. Did you really? I mean, what did you do? Let's see what this is.
Actually, how do I sign that?
On this episode of Challenge Accepted, I am going to see how good I can get at chess in just 30 days. Starting from ground zero, I'm going to be trained by some of the top chess players in the world. And at the end of this video, I will be competing in PogChamps 3, an actual chess tournament against some of the biggest streamers on the platform. Challenge accepted.
Now, this is a 35-minute video. So I'm going to shut it off because I can't sit through 35 minutes of that. I can't do it. Hi, Ivy. How you doing? What you up to? You working? I'm sure you're working, right? Hi, Rob. The 20. Oh, I wanted to see this. What this guy was talking about. How did he rob the Steam summer sale?
The 2024 Steam summer sale is here, and once again, we're all spending our entire bank accounts on buying games that we're never going to get around to.
Not me. I actually bought 4 games, and it was under $11.
Playing. But what if I told you you didn't need to spend your hard-earned money, and instead you could just trick Steam into giving you games that you can't actually buy? Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I am the Spiffing Brit, back once again to reveal a glaring Steam exploit that you will share to all of your favorite reaction streamers so that they can nod their head in agreement. But unlike past years where we've just had a lot of fun, this exploit is big and dangerous. It is.
Oh, is this the one where this is the banana one I'm thinking?
So bad that I dare not use it out of fear that Lord Gaben will nuke my Steam accounts. This is some.
I guess it does support. This is true. It does support the devs. Ivy, how many days off have you had in the past month?
Something that urgently needs to be fixed and not necessarily abused. So grab your cups of tea and summon Gaben in the comment section, because today we're going to need all the help we can get. Disclaimer: exploiting payment systems like PayPal to acquire items without payment constitutes fraud. Using such exploits to obtain games, Steam stickers, or other digital goods can lead to the suspension or termination of your PayPal and Steam accounts. In addition, in most countries, fraud is a criminal offense that can result in severe penalties, including fines and imprisonment. This video explains the theoretical aspects of such exploits. I have not performed this exploit myself, nor do I endorse its execution. The technique.
Okay, I don't think I want to watch this anymore. If this is about an actual monetary exploit, I'm not into it. Like, I was assuming this was like playing the Steam market, messing with the Steam market and getting, if this is like involving like somehow like purchasing and refunding, then I don't know. If it's like getting the Steam points off of a purchase, and then no, I don't think I'm into watching this. 3 in the last 6 weeks. Do you have any plans to slow down? Do you have any plans to like actually take some time, or to like build in 1 day a week? But after tomorrow, I'm free for 2 days. Well, there you go. Okay. I think you need to start building in some more time for yourself. I think you're working a bit too much. Just a little too much. All right, back to this puzzle. Best move for black. All right. Did we consider check here? Yeah, we did. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Check. Takes. Check. That's it. That's it, isn't it? It's check, takes, check, and then he's got to move here. Yeah, that's it. This case, store manager is not happy with me. I put in essentially for my 2 weeks. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, well, maybe you did. Yeah, maybe it sounds like that job was turning into a nightmare anyway. What's up, Crakey? How are you? I think how Crakey sounds a lot like cranky. We know you're not cranky. Gave me 70-cent raise and docked my days. What? That doesn't make any sense. Cranky Kang? Probably. Or Donkey Kang? Crikey? Yeah, that's true. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't even understand that. 70-cent raise and docked your days? Like took paid days from you that you already worked? For the raise? I mean, that's criminal. That's actually like, that's not okay. Okay, so what's the follow-up though? If I go check, takes, check, moves here. Where's my next check then? Where's my next check coming from? Or is the into? Oh, no, wait. Okay. Check. Takes. Check. Back. And then check is mate. Okay. I got it. I figured it out. All right. Check. Takes. Check. Takes. No, not takes. Checkmate. There we go. All right. See, that's what I need to be doing. I need to be like, stop, relax. Schedule me less. Oh, okay. So not docking you pay. Just killing your schedule. It's gonna be weird going to 32 from 40 plus. Yeah, absolutely, right? Okay, find the best move for black. All right, we can start taking a quick look here, and then we'll go back to some videos. Actually, what time is it? Oh, we still got time. Yeah, I think you're working too much. I think that's too much for any human being to have to endure. All right, so you have a check here, takes, check, and then we can take the rook. But again, we've been running into these situations where we've been doing these things and we've been kind of hauling ourselves out into left field to do them. And then we've been getting kind of messed up by them. So let's make sure that that's correct. Make sure that there are no traps in there before we really do that. All right. So I believe this just wins a rook, and we're kind of cool after that. So takes would check. Can move there. Take the rook. I think we're good. Other than that, I'm doing pretty well. I still need to get my schedule back in order for streaming, because I'm actually cool with streaming now again. It's just trying to get the actual time to go through everything and like really get a decent schedule set up. Let me see. I don't think there's any way to really get in trouble after coming down here, because the queen still has to guard this bishop. The queen can't just like take off. And my queen should be able to get free. So I think that's it. Yeah. No. See, and this is what pisses me off about Lichess. I make all the correct moves, and then I get to one last move, and my move doesn't happen to be the one that they want, and I lose rating on it. So what is wrong with this? Let's see if we can figure out what's wrong with this. Is it because we end up here? That's just trading queens then. I mean, that's not that bad. Oh, because can he take the, no wait, what can he take down here? What can he do down here that's gonna cause me to be down material? See, I gotta give that a thumbs down, because I think that their evaluation of taking the knight, keeping the queens on the board, I don't know. Oh, it looks like we gotta add a little bit of cuteness into the knight here. Let's see. Where is it? Dang. Oh, here it is.
Yep, Mama's home.
I should find some of the other ones. We were talking about the other day how it's almost like having 3 different kids, because he was very different back then from how he was at age 3 and 4, and how he's very different from the age 3 and 4 to how he is now. And none of them kind of seem like the same kid at all. Completely different interests, completely different demeanor, completely different look. Like really, really, really different. Like a lot of kids, you see them grow up and they kind of stay consistent throughout there. You can kind of track that through. This kid, you can't track him through. It's like he becomes a different person almost on a completely every single level. All right, so that ends up killing us. And how to soothe muscles? Yes. Now, it really depends on what you've done to injure the muscle. If it's a strain or like a pull, Epsom can work for mild stuff. Leg muscle, but what did you do to it? Like, did you stretch it out too much? Did you get a cramp? Did you get a bruise? You know, how did you injure it? Or is it just they're tired? If you're talking about just tired muscles, then yes, nice hot treatment is what you want. Walking and working, yeah. So you're gonna, well, actually walking and working can go one of 2 ways. If you can stand soaking your leg muscles in absolutely cold water, then leaving them in for a good 10-15 minutes, then taking them out and getting them nice and regular temperature, that can go a long way to relieving the swelling, which is going to be where most of the pain comes from. If it's just from repetitive stress or if it's from excess work, cold is going to be what you're going to want, but you're going to want to surround them with cold, not just put ice. So like what I would do in that situation, and what I do in that situation, is I actually go into like the pool, or I'll go into the ocean or whatever and get my legs as cold as possible. If they're really bad, like I said, like if they're damaged from doing that, like if you've done enough damage where it's hard to walk, then that is usually where I would start with heat first to kind of like soothe and get everything back down to normal, and then I would go to cold treatment. But massage will also help as well, because what massage is going to do is it's going to help to move the lactic acid out of the muscles. It's going to actually try to like causes the muscles to kind of get squished and push that stuff out. So that's something you can do as well. But yeah, cold is definitely the treatment you're going to want for fatigue and repetitive stress. All right, find the best move for white. Best move for white. All right, this pawn move looks pretty good. Cold bath will help. You just want to put the legs in though. Don't put your whole body in, because then you're going to cause all sorts of other problems. So yeah, if you set up a nice cold bath and just put your feet in, especially to start, or you could even like kneel. But I would not like sit in a cold bath if you can avoid that. That might cause your whole back to tense up and stuff like that. Now, if you can stand like a cold thing like that and get your whole body submerged in there, that can help tremendously. That's what athletes do for recovery. But I don't do that. Well, with a pool, I'll do that. I'll jump in a pool, but that'll be like, I'll usually just get my legs in and just go with that. All right, so let's see. I think it's the pawn. Because then the rook has to move. We can take the queen. If the rook doesn't move, we can take the rook. No, of course not. Yeah. I'm thumbs down in that. That's like, I really can't stand when puzzles are deliberately deceptive like that, where it's like, oh, you moved the wrong piece. Like give me some, and I understand these are higher rank puzzles. I just wish that, and I'm getting frustrated now. Like a lot of times, like I'll play through 20 of their puzzles in there. They're just kind of straightforward. But a lot of them, the point is like, it's like a second line in that you have to calculate, or like you get to like the move order has to be precise. And I get it. That's how you want to train, but it's like, give me at least partial credit. How's the family? Family's good. Family's good. Mrs. Calm has been feeling much better, which is wonderful. Patrick has been in great health. Very happy. You mean to block the side of your screen with Twitch? You mean this black here? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have the move order up, but it's not really going to matter for the puzzles. Like if I was going to play a full game, I would probably like rearrange this a little bit so you could see the move order. Because I tried doing it without the black background and it was just impossible to read chat. It was really, really tough because of all the white lettering back here. Yeah, there's nothing in the area to see anyway. Like if I was going to be playing a game, like when I do switch over to games, I just close this stuff out. There's a button where it disappears. It doesn't delete, it just disappears. All right. Shit, best move for white. Let's see. This bishop is offside and kind of doing a weird thing. Dude, the other day there was a tender in the shape of an ocarina. Nice. All right. The knight is hanging. I mean, taking the knight is okay here. Oh no, the knight is not hanging. We'll get the bishop there. Okay, so how do we move this bishop off? Or how do we move the knight off so that we can take? Because we also have to protect the queen too, because that's the other thing that's gonna, well, we don't have to really protect the queen, I guess. Because we do have our queen. So the queens are kind of standing off. So if we can find a way to get rid of that knight, that's, I guess, something we could do. So bishop to b7. Otherwise we capture the knight for free. Bishop to b7, you can just drop back and protect with the queen. No, not really, because I got the rook too, right? Or is there something we could do with the knight down here? Yeah, this doesn't work. Because if we move, then he can take the queen for free. So we can't really move this knight until we get this queen safely somewhere else. Is there anything that the queen can do that's helpful? Takes. Is there anything that getting this knight off of this square does for us? Actually, there is. So queen takes, knight takes, rook to c7 check. Hey monster, how you doing? All right. So what'd you have done? Enjoy your 4-day weekend? Yeah, I only got a, it wasn't even a 3-day weekend. It was a day off, then a work day, and then 2 days, but that's still better than nothing, I guess. All right, so takes, check. Takes, check. Where does king go for safety? King goes here. How do we continue? Just sent. Oh, okay. I can take a look after. Because yeah, if I put it up, it's liable to show up on the main screen as it just seems to want to do now. It's like Discord doesn't really care anymore. Actually, wait, is this knight just hanging? People can see it. Yeah. I won't put it up though. Unless you want me to put it up. But just remember, this is actually going to be on YouTube as well. All right, so check. What is 16 times 45? A buttload. More than I can calculate. So I'd be famous? Hey, possibly. You never know. No, actually, these videos don't seem to do very well right now. I'm waiting. I'm 2 subs away from partner with YouTube, at which point I will then start putting out some actual videos and go back to like playing actual things on stream and stuff like that. All right, you out of here, Abby. Have a good night. Okay, so if I take the knight here, it's a free knight, right? So that's what it is. Knight takes. I think that's what it is. Yeah, okay. That's all. What? See, this is what drives me insane. This is what drives me insane with lead chess. Now I get negative 13 points. Because they decided to add a second line into I tried getting you a few extra subs. I appreciate that. They add a second line into this. So I'm going to guess it's a check with the king, but I don't understand why we're going to do a check with the king. Solution. I don't get this. I don't get this. Why is this better? Oh, it's because my rook is hanging. That's why. This doesn't need to be here. This doesn't need to be here. This is like this part of the puzzle does not need to be here. And I realize they pull these from real games. And I realize that they're trying to teach you to check everything and be deep thinking. But if you're doing puzzles, especially if you're going to do this in a puzzle rush, could you imagine doing this in a puzzle rush and then to find out that you have to make that extra move instead of takes here? No, actually, no, I don't have to do that. Hold up. Takes. My rook is not hanging. Now that I think about it. How is that? How is their line better? That's the second one I've looked at where their line, they're saying their line is better, and it's not. It's literally a move order. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand where this position becomes a problem, where this is wrong. Because we could literally just play. Hold up. Back up. Takes. I guess because now you can get the king's safety. We can't trade the rooks, but do we want to trade the rooks? I mean, gee, if anything, like, you know, we could start a whole separate attack. I don't know. I don't see anything here that really looks dangerous. Oh, no, the rook is hanging here. Okay, all right. Does that make... Does this knight need to be here? I guess it does. I guess it does because of the way the game went, but that's still like... That's a shit puzzle. It's hard enough to find like the first layer of that. When you try to put in the second layer of it, it's like, oh my god, why? Like, I guess I should have been paying attention to that bishop and realizing that that bishop was holding down that square that the rook would be hanging if I did that. Oh, I should... Oh, wait a minute though. Oh no, okay, never mind. Because there was a check in between. Okay. Best move for white. Now, really, can you please just give me one? After all these ones that you've done with me that like you've just totally ripped me off on. Can you give me one? Please. Chess. Like, seriously, like, I mean, I grinded up to 1900 in these puzzles. I'm not shit at puzzles. And I do realize, like, I'm doing this in the middle of like watching stuff, but I do have a massive problem. And chess.com has better puzzles because of the ratings and stuff like that. But chess.com only lets you do like 5 puzzles a day. That's it. They have a limit. And then you have to pay. You have to pay for chess puzzles. Unbelievable. All right. Here's another one of these obscure, like, all right, there's no clear path forward here. We have a hanging rook, but we need to get this out of the way, right? So somehow we need to get rid of this pawn. And we can't do it with the rook because take with the rook, take with the rook, take, and then we're still just not doing much. All right, so queen is not hanging. There doesn't seem to be much we can do with the queen. I mean, we could rook to f3. Takes. All right. Could slide over. Can't slide here. Can go there. And then what are we looking at though? Then what are we looking at? What's the point? Bringing the rook over here is good, a good start, but it doesn't really bring us anything like amazing yet. Is it simply on to G4? You can't go there. Go there, rook comes over, and then queen is trapped, right? No, queen can still slide. As I move the rook to here, so queen could slide down to there. Does that really do anything for us? Having a rook here? No, not really. Oh, these are hurting my brain. These are hurting my brain. And taking the queens off the board doesn't help. I mean, in this situation, like I'm thinking like just getting rid of this pawn is enough. That's how, like, that's looking to draw with white. And I realize that there's probably a trick to it here somewhere that we're not paying attention to. All right, what about queen? Takes. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem to be like all that exciting either. Am I missing like a very simple line here, like moving the queen down to here? Honestly, I think it has something to do with moving this pawn forward. Is that then queen cannot go to any of these squares. Can go to this square. No, can't because of the rook. And then we're back to that old chestnut here of like parking the queen here. Honestly, this is one of the ones that I usually just give up on, but we've gotten screwed on so many of these. It's like, I don't want to give up on it. We've gotten screwed on so many of the earlier ones. Like literally, they've given us two that were questionable. And then a couple others that, yeah, I should have seen the blunder, but just did not seem to be what I did wrong. It seemed to be that the puzzle was just kind of crud. Honestly, I think like putting the queen down here is even... Actually, wait. Hold up. No, queen... No, because we haven't moved the rook yet, so hold on. We go here. And the queen cannot go there because the rook can go here? No, cannot. Can go here. All right, so that is the spot that we end up in. So then we would what? Move the pawn forward? And then that traps the queen. Okay, now we're going to stop and reevaluate the whole stupid line because Lee Chess doesn't want to give us like any leeway. Lee Chess, leeway. Leroy. Quanja here, queen takes, we take. Queen to here, we take, queen to here, we take, queen to here, we take, queen to here, we take. Queen to here, we take, queen to here, we take. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Done. All right. Got one. Finally. All right. Leave me alone. Live on stage in Vegas questioning Joe Walter Biden. No, I'm not getting into the Joe Biden thing. Definitely not where I want to be. Yellow powder. Let's solve some alchemy. Nah. Coolest guitar ever made. That does look like a cool guitar though. What happened to MF Doom? Destroyed his brain. Salad Fingers 20th anniversary. Oh my goodness. The pizza's a lie. Silent Hill's most terrifying character. Larry Legend, Larry Bird, original career documentary. With time, Tarantino tried to reinvent himself. Yeah, that was weird. Needed that. Let's Salad Fingers. Let's take a look. We haven't seen Salad Fingers in a while.
Fingers store. 3 new t-shirt designs.
No.
Have toys, artwork, posters.
No, I didn't want a commercial.
And loads of other stuff.
Before now. It's been a small century, but I remember like 'twas yesterminute.
This is Salad Fingers.
I like rusty spoons.
Is tonight the night for people coming back who haven't watched the stream since Minecraft? Because you're the second person tonight that I have not seen since Minecraft days. It's going pretty well, Aphrodite. How you doing? I'm not sure if you change names between now and then, because I do not recognize the 799 at the end, but that could just be me. Yeah, we had somebody else came in and they were from 4.5 years ago, which made me have to go back and calculate and go, okay, what was I doing back then? I remember getting ready by Redeems. That must have been towards the end. Yeah, that was towards the end of when I was playing Minecraft. That was back when Chronix and Redeems and what was her name? Gods and Heroes, I think. Right? Is what happened when you don't stream for weeks? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. It's like Twitch decides we better send some notifications out for this guy. He's not streaming as much anymore. We're not getting to rip one of his stuff out. Or was one of his mods and friends. Oh, okay, all right. I mean, that, like I said, that I think that was towards the end. Was that one of the larger raids? Yeah, it was like it could have been like maybe a year or two ago. That was my second time I went back into Minecraft. And I went back in to do that world up later with the weekend. Like this is true too. Yeah. It was like 15 people. Okay, so no, then it's not the one I'm thinking of. But I did do the one a year ago. That's when that's when Laser came in. Yeah, no, I remember that one now. Yeah, this Laser came in, and who was the other guy that we just found out? We just found out Craggle. We just found out that Craggle got some bad things happen with Craggle. So, and then there's Snazzy, of course, but Snazzy has been here off and on for quite some time. What is that a Cheez-It? You have a Cheez-It emote? Monster's got the watch time though. Monster has the insane watch time. We're getting so close to that 1500. I'm sorry I haven't streamed often enough for you to get the 1500. I really need to start getting back into the regular streams. Like I said, I'm working on a schedule again to try to get it back. Yes, everybody knows I'm kind of famous around here. I'm kind of a big deal. Not as big of a deal as Monster, but still a big deal. It's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. I've been enjoying myself. I really have been enjoying myself. I've actually found that getting regular sleep at night has made massive improvements in a lot of things. Monster is the coolest. That's right. So I don't know why we're watching the Salad Fingers anniversary. Your hair is now super cool. Okay, so all right, fine. Actually, I don't know what Discord is gonna come up on. Oh, it should come up on my notifications page. All right, so let me go take a look. I love the face, especially how it's like leaning sideways. I have to do this. It's like I could picture you like peeking around the corner, like your head going sideways like that. That looks really good. That is a really good color. Well, two colors actually, but the purple itself, that's amazing. Did you dye it? Yeah, hold on. I can show it, right? You said I could show it. And of course it's sideways. I won't have time to correct it. Give a second. Let's see if Monster says all right. If she says all right, we'll take a look at it. Yeah, Aphrodite, thank you so much for coming back in and stopping by. We do appreciate it. Yeah, we don't always do Minecraft anymore. Well, actually, we haven't done Minecraft at all very much. All right, so this is the new color. Look at this color purple. This is freaking fierce. This is cool. That's a cool color purple. $55 cooler than where I live. I don't doubt it. San Francisco is a cloudy, strange place.
Spoon to fill the void.
Okay, I cannot watch the anniversary of Salad Fingers because Salad Fingers is not funny now. This is not funny. 55 degrees. Now, did you go into downtown San Francisco and see the zombies? Because not only is it cooler there, but it's also terrifying from what I've heard. Anything else I see on here? Oh, I gotta get some sleep soon. Oh, there's another David Firth one we could look at here, but that's what's probably scary. Been in the 110s for the past 2 weeks. It was very hard driving out of the bay back into the heat. Yeah, I can understand that. 110, huh? We didn't have really bad heat, but today the humidity was insane. Even though the heat was probably only in the 70s, it was so humid it was difficult to breathe. Now San Francisco is a chill place. I was near the Golden Gate Bridge. It is a chill place, but downtown is not nice anymore. You see a lot of the Trank zombies hanging out. I don't know, maybe they've cleaned it up. But as of 6 months ago, it was really, really rough. Space Quest. Have I ever seen Space Quest? Is that a game or is that? Is this a series? I don't know. I don't really care. The Finders. Oh, this was a strange video. Yeah, the humidity was like, it was really, really strange. Like, I very rarely complain about the humidity because I really don't care, honestly. Like, if it's hot and it's humid, I'm fine with that. But today it was almost like humidity went above 100%. All right. I think I have to get going, guys. I think I might be keeping my wife up. She's come out for the 5th time, so let me I'm gonna head out. Let me shut down YouTube. YouTube, thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we're gonna be coming out with some more videos next week once we get past the 500 border. All right. Yeah, sorry guys. I think maybe we gotta figure out like a better way to keep quieter during streams. But yeah, I gotta head out because it's I think I'm keeping her up. All right, guys. We will not be on tomorrow night, but we're gonna try to be on Monday night. So I will check y'all later.